Hello everybody and welcome to my submission for the SAMMI contest. Now yesterday while I was working, I was thinking about those toys I used to have as a kid known as Tamagotchi. For those that don't know, Tamagotchi are handheld toys that were basically virtual pets. You could feed them and play with them and take care of them. Basically the goal was to keep them happy and healthy and prevent them from perishing. Now I thought it would be a cool idea if I gave chat something similar to take care of. A virtual pet that they can take care of while I'm working or playing a game. And so I took my Corgi mascot Corgo here and I turned him into a Tamagotchi. So you can see on the left side of the screen there are 6 bars here that are going to be slowly decreasing over time, which are the hunger, thirst, desire to poop, energy, exercise, and of course happiness. Now these bars are draining over time, so it's up to chat to use channel points to fill them back up again. So for example, we can feed Corgo here, which is going to increase the hunger bar, but decrease the poop bar, making it more likely to poop. And look at that, we actually did get a poop here, which is a 1 in 4 chance. But the poop, unfortunately, is going to make the Corgi less happy. The more poops there are, the quicker the happiness will drain. So let's go ahead and clean up the poop real quick before the happiness drains. And then how about we go ahead and water the Corgi. Give it some water here by using another channel point redemption, which has another custom animation. Now that he's nice and fueled up, how about we give it a little bit of playtime? We'll play with the Corgi. That's going to increase the exercise and happiness, but decrease the energy. Look at that, he's all tuckered out. He's going to take himself a little bit of a nap here. But while he's napping, there's still one thing we can do. We can still pet the Corgi. Now, petting the Corgi does 2 things for us. It increases the happiness of him, which is always great, but it also will end the cycle that we're currently on a little bit quicker. Normally, each cycle takes 60 seconds, and it takes 5 cycles for him to wake up. But if we pet him a few times, he'll wake up even quicker here. And there we go. There's our happy boy. He's nice and happy and healthy. All of our bars are looking green. That is one good pet. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the code that gets this to work. Now, of course, I made it all inside of SAMMI, which is my favorite of the streamer software right now. It's broken up into 3 parts. There's an update button, an animation button, and then various channel point redemption buttons. So let's take a quick look at the update button and I'll explain briefly how it works. So I'm using a CSV file to keep track of all the different bars. So we have the food, water, etc. But I also have 2 counters here. I have a sleep counter that will keep track of whether the Corgi is asleep or not. If the Corgi is asleep, I want to turn off channel point redemptions such as eating and drinking because I don't want the Corgi to be drowning in its sleep. And then the poop counter is going to keep track of how many poops are currently on screen. If there are 0 poops, then the happiness will drain as quickly as anything else. But if there are multiple poops, the more poops there are, the faster the happiness will drain. So you definitely got to take care of those poops. Now I'm going to skip over some of the code here, but there's something interesting, which is this part here. If I divide all of the stats by 10 and then round to the nearest number, since they have a maximum of 100 total points that they can have per bar, I can use this to generate one of 10 different images that I can use to generate how big the bar is exactly. And then I use these to create the file path to generate the bars. That's how the bars update automatically. And then the last thing this command does is it sends over the counters over to my animation commands. Now the reason that's important is because I don't want things to overlap. So for example, if the Corgi is eating, I don't want it to overlap the idle animation. The idle animation is actually a random variable between 1 and 4 random images. There's sitting with closed eyes, open eyes, closed eyes with tongue out, and open eyes with tongue out. So you can see in the idle animation here, while it's bobbing its head up and down, it's going to cycle between those 4 random images, and that creates a little bit of extra life in it. I think it helps to give it a little bit more personality. So if you would like to create something like this, definitely check out SAMMI if you haven't already. I made this project in just over 24 hours, and if I can do this in that amount of time, I'm sure there's a lot more creative and talented people out there that could do something even cooler. I want to give a quick shout out to the developers of SAMMI for making such an amazing software that allows us to make such awesome tools such as this. And if you'd like to see this command in person, feel free to stop by my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/adotis. And you can ask me any questions you like regarding how it works. And I will see you there. Peace.